Hey, so we're going to be talking about telling time to the minute today. And we've been practicing telling time to the hour and half hour over the last year or so. So, for example, an hour means it is 3 o'clock. So that means that minute hand is up at the 12, so 3 o'clock. And we've also talked about half hours in the past. For example, 3:30. Okay. And so today we're going to keep talking about that, but we're going to talk about what it looks like to count to the minute. So the nearest minute of time. Okay. So here we go. What I want you to look at. So let's start at 4 o'clock. And if I want to make it 4:15, what would I have to do to get to 4:15? So think about it for a second. If you said I have to count by fives, you're right. So what you're going to do is every time we go from one of our numbers to the next, that means we're counting by fives. And so we are going to hop by fives around the clock. Okay, so always remember, when you're counting around the clock, you're counting by fives. Makes it easy. So we want to get to 15. When you hear me say 15, I want you to go stop. And I want you to tell me to stop. Okay, here we go. So 5, 10, 15. Stop. I hope you said stop because you're right. 4:15 is the time we see here. Okay, very good. And so anytime we're looking for a time, we're going to count by fives around this clock to make it easier to find our minutes. For example, let's do 5:40. Okay, so here's 5 o'clock. I'm on the 5, and I'm going to count by fives till I hear 40. Are you ready? Don't forget to tell me to stop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Stop. So now I'm on 40. It is 5:40. Okay, and so that's how we work around the clock by fives. Today we're going to take it one step further. Okay, so I wrote a couple times here on my board. The first one is 2:20. So think in your brain what 2:20 looks like on the clock. Mrs. Houston's going to make it. So I know 2 o'clock is the hour hand is on the 2. The big hand's on the minute hand, or the bigger hand is on the 12 for 2 o'clock. But I wanted to say 2:20, so I'm going to count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. Stop. So now I have 2:20. Okay. Now let's look at our next time. We're going to go from 2:20 to 2:23. Okay. So this is what we have to do. Right now, we're currently on 2:20. Well, guess what, guys? Before, we could jump 5 pieces, right? By fives. Well, look at these tiny little dots right here. Guess how much those are? 1. Okay, so when you're on 20, you can count these by ones. So if this is 20 and I want to count 3 more, I'm going to go 20, 21, 22, 23. I just found 2:23. That's it. That's all you have to do. So let's try another one. Let's say I want it to be 7:25. Well, here's 7. Let's go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. 7:26. That's what I want. 7:26. So here we go. We're going to count by fives first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Stop. I want it to be 26. I'm at 25. So let's switch from fives to ones. So 25, 26. That's it. That's all you have to do. Count by fives, and then when you get close, stop, and then count by ones. So let's do this one. Let's say that it is 9 o'clock, and I want it to be 9:37. 9:37. So we're going to count by fives until we get close to 37. So here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Stop. And let's count 2 more. So we're at 35, 36, 37. So just count those little dashes as 1. And so now we are at 9:37. Okay? So use your fives to go around. And when you get close, switch it to your ones and count those last couple dashes on your ones. Okay? Go ahead and try out the next slide and see if you can do it.